Welcome to Barbara's Bulletin, the podcast that brings you the latest news and updates from around the world. We have a packed show for you, with stories ranging from politics to economics and more. Let's start with some news from the Middle East, where the Gaza Strip is slowly recovering from months of conflict. According to reports, markets and restaurants are starting to reopen in the area, bringing a sense of normalcy back to the region. However, the reopening of these businesses has also brought attention to the high cost of living in Gaza, with many residents struggling to afford basic necessities. The recent war between Israel and Hamas has had a devastating impact on the local economy, leaving many without access to food, water, or other essential supplies. While the ceasefire has allowed for some relief efforts to take place, the road to recovery is expected to be long and challenging. Hamas, which controls the Gaza Strip, has been under pressure from the international community to disarm and allow for greater humanitarian access to the region. However, the group has so far refused, citing concerns over Israeli occupation and the need for self-defense. In related news, Hamas is set to elect a new leader, with two prominent figures, Khaled Mashal and Ismail Haniyeh, vying for the top spot. The election comes at a critical time for the organization, as it navigates its relationships with other Palestinian factions and the international community. We'll continue to follow this story and bring you updates as more information becomes available. In the meantime, we want to hear from you. What do you think is the key to achieving peace in the Middle East? Share your thoughts with us on social media using the hashtag Barbara's Bulletin. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Barbara's Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. We're diving into a high-stakes appeal trial in France that could determine the future of far-right politician Marine Le Pen's career. Le Pen, who has run for the French presidency 3 times, was found guilty last year of embezzling EU funds and banned from running for public office for 5 years. The ban would prevent her from standing in the 2027 presidential election. The case centers on charges that Le Pen and over 20 senior party figures hired assistants who worked on her National Rally Party affairs rather than for the European Parliament, which paid them. The judge ruled that Le Pen was at the heart of the system that saw the embezzlement of 2.9 M worth of European funds. Le Pen insists she has not committed the slightest irregularity and is appealing the ruling. Her party's president, Jordan Bardella, has stated that barring her from the election would be deeply worrying for democracy. The appeal trial will last until February 12, but a ruling is not expected before the summer. It's worth noting that the outcome of this trial could have significant implications for French politics and the European Union as a whole. Le Pen's National Rally Party has gained popularity in recent years, and her potential conviction could impact the party's future prospects. As we await the outcome of this trial, it's essential to consider the broader context of European politics and the rise of far-right movements. The far right has made significant gains in several European countries, and Le Pen's fate could be seen as a bellwether for the continent's political landscape. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. As we wrap up today's show, we're taking a look at the upcoming election in Uganda, where President Yoweri Museveni is seeking his 7th term in office. The 81-year-old leader has been in power since 1986 and is facing challenges from opposition candidates, including popular musician Bobi Wine. The campaign season has been marked by allegations of violence, with at least 3 Bobi Wine supporters allegedly killed. There are also concerns about internet blackouts, as Facebook has been restricted in the country since the last election. The government has banned live broadcasts of unrest, citing security concerns. Despite these challenges, many Ugandans are hoping for change. Maria Taremwa, a concerned citizen, expressed her fears about the election, saying, "People are being beaten in the streets, especially opposition supporters." She also worries about the instruction to leave polling stations after voting, which could lead to chaos. Analysts like Galuba Mutebi are skeptical about the chances of real change, stating that it would require either a new government or a completely different composition of the current party. The military's involvement in the election process has also raised concerns, with some arguing that it undermines democracy. As Ugandans head to the polls, they will be deciding not only their next leader but also the future of their country. Will the election bring about change, or will it lead to further hardship? Only time will tell. That's all for today's Barber's Bulletin. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay engaged.